This is what happens when you're friends with Dale.
He dresses you up, puts you in wine, makes you sweat.
Cause what?
What?
White and they got.
I can see myself in the reflection.
And it's like, you know, when the people go to beauty spas and they're like.
I need some cucumbers, stat. Seriously, no, I could really use some cucumbers, please.
Yeah?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Pretty much our crew consists of myself, and occasionally Ben or Maka will take the behind the scenes camera there and film me talk crap, but no one wants to see my ugly mug on the screen, so you know, we want to keep people's retinas intact.
The best thing about this shoot is that all you need is mimes and a camera. No sound, no continuity, no D-bags, just good old-fashioned simple filmmaking.
What's the temperature right now?
It's probably like...
Oh, you're wearing shorts, it's okay.
I feel sorry for these guys wearing what they're wearing.
We've both got black denims on.
Oh, don't worry, these are thermals.
These are thermals.
Yeah, these are actual thermals.
This wasn't designed for the army.
Believe it or not.
Maybe in Siberia, but...
Goodness.
Sweaty goodness.
One happy line right there.
See, I gotta do all the hard work. I'm doing all the running. He just sits in a tank all day.
Action. And action. So I'll show you how I did one of the effects and kind of what was involved in doing it. So the first thing I did was to bring in my background plate. When I shot it, I knew that I was going to reverse it because I could get a much more stable shot moving the camera forward than moving it backward. I mean, I always knew I was going to use warp stabilizer, but it's always better to try and get as smooth a shot as possible. But what I didn't anticipate was that when I am going to reverse it, the cars in the background are actually going to be driving backwards. So hopefully your attention is drawn on the mime and not the cars in the background, so that you don't really notice it, but now that I've pointed it out, you'll probably watch back and see that the cars actually drive backwards. So yeah, kind of a bit of a mistake on my end. I just didn't really think about it when I was doing it at the time. Let's import our mime. First thing I'm going to do is rotate him into the right way. Another thing too, when shooting green screen, apart from like getting an evenly lit green screen, which this one is shockingly bad, is trying to get the right angles to match. It's all about the angles. If you have something that doesn't have the right angle, then it's not going to look right no matter how good you key out the green in your shot. It's all about angles when it comes to green screen. Mostly. Anyway, there's probably a million other things that it comes to as well. But so I'm just going to do a rough mask, kind of cut out all the junk that I don't need. Now I'm pretty sure he pushes his hand up there somewhere, so just kind of go through and make sure that we're not cutting anything off. And so you can see that the screen is really not that great because, I don't know, it was a really windy day and we shot it outside. Another thing too is when you are doing green screen stuff, you kind of want your subject to be in a similar lighting environment as they were when you were shooting it. So what we did, we set up the green screen at the same angle that the sun was and approximately the same time of day, just so that the shadows on his face matched up with all the footage that we shot when we were at the actual location. What I usually do to make a shadow would be duplicate the green screen footage, make it black and kind of feather it out, and drop the opacity a little bit, and then transport it in 3D space and drop it on the ground so it kind of looks like, you know, the shadow is there. But I don't know, it just looked really distracting when I did it this time, maybe because he's floating and because like floating is not something that you see every day, so then the shadow is kind of a little bit distracting. So what I just did, I just got like just made a new solid and then just did a little mask of a shadow on the ground and put it under the green screen footage. And then I just copied and pasted the positions for the green screen footage for the shadow or for the layer. And yeah, then like it just kind of moves along with him a little bit. Hopefully this has been useful in some way to give you an idea of kind of how we did some of the effects and whatnot. How do people do this? How do people do this? I don't know.